Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy here. Today I'll be showing how to win Scrim games. This was a 13 kill solo duo gameplay, but unfortunately never won the game. Hope you enjoy. Peace. So the first thing I'd like to start on is landing spots. You would always need to have a good landing spot to go, especially in arena. So a couple spots that I suggest. There, next to Pleasure Plant, there is a pirate camp and a tomato temple. If you're playing duos, I suggest one of you go to the temple, one of you go to the pirate camp. That's one spot. Another spot is where I landed this game and this Snobby Shores. Or if you don't want that, then you can land Fatal Fields or Happy Hamlet, all filled up with loot and mats. So aside from that, the first thing I'd need to tell you is that always make sure to stay covered and always try to get like peak shots on the people at the beginning that land on you, so you have an advantage for when you fight. So as you can see here, I'm in a fight with this guy. I managed to get that double tap really fast with the combat shotgun, which gave me that kill straight away. In arena you do get health and mats per kill if you have been living under a rock, so yeah. The next thing I would like to talk with you with is about your IQ and stuff. So especially when you're playing arena, you will need a high IQ. If you'll see later in the game, I make some very IQ plays. I'll get to, if I remember, I'll get to that at the beginning where it happens. So yeah, just if you do need help on IQs and stuff, please make sure to look it up on YouTube. I can't really suggest you any channels because I just don't look stuff up like that. In arena duos, you always have to remember that when you knock someone, there will be a teammate, and you've always got to be aware of your surroundings. If you don't want to land any of the spots that I've suggested to you, I definitely suggest you land spots that have a lot of natural cover for when you get shot at, so you can hide behind straight away if you don't have enough mats. The next thing I'd like to suggest is what I think is a good loadout in the game. This might sound a lot like a spray loadout, but I think you guys should carry what's it called? A drum gun or a tactical AR. I definitely suggest you take a combat shotgun. I'll get to that after. And I definitely think you should hold either shadow grenades, gliders, or rift to go plus launch pads, because once you have to rotate to zone, you need mobility, and sometimes you can't get there just by using your mats. The next thing before I get onto the combat shotgun, the next thing I think you should do is definitely go farming and farm all your surroundings. Like if you land in a house, farm it all to 50 health, so you keep that natural cover, and you get mats. So soon in this clip it comes to a point where my teammate has to go off to eat food, so he dropped me. If your teammates are gonna go offline, make them drop all their loot and ammo and stuff before they go, just so you get it and don't have to wait and get delayed. The next thing I'd like to get onto is the combat shotgun, like I said earlier. So the combat shotgun gives you, with the combat shotgun, I suggest you hold it because you could get a lot of, especially in scrims, plus arena, it's a fast-paced gun, so you could go pow pow instead of having to switch to SMG slash AR. And you could also get a lot of like pick shots. So like, say you try to hit someone on the rotation, you can hit them for a good 70 or 80 damage to their shield or health, which will do significant amount of damage. So guys, although I went for ballers so many times in this clip, I definitely suggest you don't take them, because you become a target in the middle of scrims, and they only have 150 health now. They did used to have double that, 300, but since then they took it down. The next thing I'd like to touch up on is make sure you're holding the right stuff, and make sure you have your loadout on point, because if you don't, you can mess something up, switch to anything, and you could die. In this part of the video right here, I'm running around in the slipstream like I said earlier, trying to get the ballers, but after like 2 more attempts, I noticed that the storm's gonna come in and I won't have enough health to do this anymore. So I think after this attempt, yeah, I go to zone. In the Durberger building, I noticed a big pot. I had to pop it because I don't want to run into someone else and they managed to do significant amount of damage. So right here, I engage with my first fight in the mid game. I hit the nastiest laser on that guy, which managed to get me the kill. And right there you see a display of how the combat shotgun works. It's a really fast-paced gun. In my opinion, I definitely think it's better than the pump shotgun in a way. Guys, please don't hate on me for that, but you know, we're all entitled to our own opinion. So yeah, the next thing I'd like to say is here, like here, I see another person in the middle of the fight, but right now I never knew he had a teammate. So guys, I definitely suggest you don't engage with fights like this without knowing there's a teammate. I did actually get a ghost hit marker, and that could have cost me the match, but it never. So now his teammate comes as soon as I finish the fight, which kind of makes me lucky. And here I managed to outplay him and just do the crouch peek strat. Well, before we get on to the next part of the clip, which we'll pull up shortly, I would like to say, do go check out face waist high ground techniques and learn how to turtle in zone wars or something like that. If you are going to do zone wars with your friends, definitely do Enigma 001. His zone wars are really good and have a lot of hard work into it. Right here I engaged into another fight, which I definitely would suggest was an easy clap. It was just a display of outplay and how people can actually play in the game. Once again, another display of how good this shotgun is. So right here you see I went back for the baller just to escape these kids. until they beamed it. I see they're both a team, so at first I got kind of scared, but I managed to tag this guy and I saw he was white, so I was like, okay, if I manage to rush this guy and kill him, I could manage to fend off his teammate, which is exactly what I did. I targeted him first and made sure to get the first for that health and mats per kill. So once I'd done that, I decided to take all the loot I needed and push up on this guy. Right here, I didn't do well with my builds, but that doesn't worry much because this guy wasn't that good, I don't think, or experienced, and managed to get that 120 in the head and that easy elim. Right now I have 9 kills and I was actually surprised here. I'm not sure if I'll leave the audio in, but I was quite surprised because I wasn't expecting to pop off this much in the game. Before I head on and back into this clip, what's it called? Please do sub. It would be really appreciated. We're getting bigger so fast each day, and it's really appreciated. So the next thing I'd like to head up onto is, generally in the 3rd or 4th zone, don't go for supply drops because it makes you a target on other people. Also, one thing, if you're playing scrims, you don't want to push people. You always want to help people get rid of that person from the game. So say you see 2 teams shooting at someone, I suggest you help them shoot at him so he gets more pressured and dies, so you could get that higher placement. Also, you could probably pick out a lot of kills at that. So at this point of the game, I thought I'm just gonna WQ these people because I can't be asked to scrim it. So as you can see, this guy's here is really annoying me. Was not meant to hit it at all, and I actually hit it again. I physically don't think myself that I hit it. So right now I'll go to check the other side to check if there's metal. This guy actually took the wall and edited it, but I managed to 77 and 130 him. That would take him out straight away. Now that guy managed to get me low, but I hit him really hard. I thought I was gonna die, but I never. Right here you saw I never finished his teammate because I couldn't go for the loot and anything. But I realized that I would get health after him dying to the storm. So at this point of the game, everyone was in the air and stuff, so I just thought, let me get in zone and box up for a bit. I still remember that I was going to WQ after, but just not straight away. One thing I do suggest is you always keep your metal till the end game of scrims. So right there you saw that guy had a minigun, and he really did get me low. Right now, when I said get rid of that one person, that's what this other guy was trying to do. They were trying to not team up, but trying to target me just to get me out of the game, but it never worked, obviously, because I'm too good. So guys, as you can see right here, I see that the guy from earlier who I really lasered went to use the launch pad, so I obviously go ahead and rush him because I know he's really low. I believe right here I do 77 damage to him and get him out of the game as soon as possible. After that elimination, I go to see how much brick is there. I see 240, so I decide, let me get rid of all my wood, and then I'll start building out a brick, and then take all that leftover brick left. I really do, like, say you guys are boxing up in like a wooden area, I do think you should build out of wood, and then make it, because it's already wooden and you're gonna make it all yours. You should you should break it. You should get, like, depends on where you are, you should get like 20 wood, and then build out of it and pick the rest of it back up. As you can see here, I got trapped in the storm for a little bit, but it didn't really obviously it affected me in health, but I wasn't scared. I went for the trap play, but the trap ended up placing on top instead of where I needed it to go, unless that would have been a really high IQ play. Like, once again, I talk about IQ because IQ is a really important thing you need in scrims. Once using this medkit, I go to make an edit play to rotate back to the zone. I see that I heard shooting and see that that's mine. Went to edit, but I see no one there. I see this fish stick, and he looks pretty scared, so I took a couple shots and he started what looked like he was shaking. As you see, I saw that guy rotate and got that easy shot. I believe I did get a blank hit marker, but that doesn't affect me. So now I'm having a fight, and I go for high ground because high ground is very important in scrims. If you haven't realised, I hit that guy for the trap. In fact, I did expect him to die to storm, but he had other plans. So now once I have high ground, those gliders come into play once again. That team rifted, which meant that I have high ground and they're not going to contest because they're in the air for it. So once I hear gliding, I place a trap on me, so if they wanted to land on me, they would literally die straight away or get hit for 150 and I could just combat shotgun them. That again is a really high IQ play, because some players wouldn't even think of that. And look, right here it worked. This fish stick went to land on me. I placed a trap and he got killed, eliminated. No chance of surviving because he was too low. So once now I have high ground, I have barely any mats. I just want to play so aggro right now. I get hit quite hard from behind, I believe. And then I see 1v1v1. Tagged that guy so much, I believe at the end he was left on 8 HP. So as the other guy is somewhere not to be found, I go for this guy, but typically this guy RPGs and wins the game. Third place, I'll take it. It's very unfortunate, but I hope you guys have a good evening or morning, no matter where you are, and see you guys next time. Do remember to sub.